This video will look at a problem where the reference fields, the pop-ups on the reference field or the modals on the reference field stop working in a service operations workspace. So I'm in SOW right now. I'm in an incident, and when I go to any of the reference fields, the watch lists, if I click on the magnifying glass, you'll notice nothing's happening. So this started happening when I was in UI Builder and I was in the record page, and I say I wanted to modify, the layout or something of this page. And I went ahead and took the default variant and went in there and did a duplicate, which gave me a record SNC copy. And then I bumped this copy up to be the default one that shows, by changing the order to 0. So I basically took a duplicate of that and moved it into this. And then we go back here and this stuff stops working. So this seems to happen because it loses an event of some kind in the background. So I encountered this a few times actually, and one of those times opened a ticket with support, and they didn't exactly acknowledge that it's a defect officially, but I think it is a defect that will probably get fixed in a later version. The sort of workaround, which is also, well, not great, but so the workaround is to create a new variant by doing this variant new and then standard record from template, etc. The difficulty with that is when you do that, so I've done that here. Well, first of all, if we go into the original record SNC, you see we got a whole bunch of data resources and a whole bunch of client state parameters and a whole bunch of page scripts. And when you do that with the record from template, you lose all of those or many of them. So you're only getting standard record and some UI controller page, and then nothing in here. So this will probably break a whole bunch of other stuff if you're using this, as a replacement for the default variant. So really, the moral of the story is stick with the default variant for the record page, and only if you need to create a variant for a specific table. Where you go and test all the functionality with a new variant that you create, and not that you were duplicated. So really, I guess the real moral of the story is never duplicate the default record variant, because the reference fields will break unless this gets fixed in a later version. And then if you do create a new variant from a template, just go ahead and make sure you test all the functionality, because other stuff like a multi-record associator, related list, UXF client, declarative actions stop working because this new one doesn't have, I guess, the same events, and it was hard to get it working again. In fact, I couldn't get it working again in another instance. So be very careful when you create a variant from the record page using a template. So yeah, that's it for that. I just wanted to give a heads up with that and hopefully save somebody some time.